Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar. Why is 2020 Delhi riots in news? Was this particular act, UAPA, misused after 2020 Delhi riots? What does UAPA stands for? Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Was the target of UAPA only anti-CAA protester? We have to talk about a lot of issues and why we are talking about all these issues 5 years after February 2020 Delhi riots. Yes, riots happened in the capital city of India. That is actually possible in today's day and age. So we have to talk about those riots. April 2, 2025, Hindu page number 1. Probe roll of Kapil Mishra in February 2020 riots, quote to police. With due respect to Kapil Mishra sir, here we are not, will not be talking about Mishra sir, his role, involvement, whatever it may be. We have to dig deeper into this article. We have to understand what is going on and how come in the national capital of India, Delhi riots happened 5 years earlier where 53 deaths, not one, not two, more than 50 deaths, more than 700 injuries happened. Does that happen because of collusion between different entities involved, different powers involved? We have to talk about a lot of things here. So why we are talking about it? Courts order FIR against Kapil Mishra, and this will be the first FIR. And as we were talking about, there are certain scholars who say that UAPA was used mainly or only against anti-CAA protesters and not for people who gave so-called hate speech. And many scholars believe that Kapil Mishra sir also was one of them who gave that so-called hate speech. I'm not believing it. I'm not saying it. This article is saying it and many scholars believe in it. Again, you people can post your views regarding this issue as well. Is it possible that without any so-called interference or collusion, a riot can happen in a national capital? Is it actually possible where more than 50 people die? Is life so cheap in our country? Anybody can die like this? So allegations of instigating violence, despite allegations against Mishra's speeches like incited violence, that is what is being said, that police had previously maintained that no, it's a part of a pre-planned conspiracy to frame Mishra sir, and he is not at all, involved in any of these things. Now, this has been, all these things, all these FIR which will be lodged against Kapil Mishra, it has been done because there has been a complaint filed by a person. Now, Delhi court has went as far as saying that if the complaint is proven false, you can take action against the complainant, whoever has filed this complaint. So again, do you support this assessment of the court that yes, police can take action against the complainant? Do you think this will kill any kind of investigative journalism or any kind of such thing in India? Okay, we'll talk about it. Of the 5 incidents mentioned in the complaint filed by this complainant, who is under serious danger now, the court found a cognizable offense. Now, we have to understand these terms. What is a cognizable offense? An offense which is so serious that you can be arrested without a particular warrant. A warrant, police does not need a warrant and they can arrest you. And that's why an FIR has been filed or will be filed against Mishra sir, warranting an FIR and further investigation. So again, this is a question in front of you. Do you support action against the complainant who has raised this issue that Kapil Mishra sir in some way or the other was involved in instigating the violence which happened during these riots? Allegation against Mishra and police. Again here, the complaint has accused Mishra and people for colluding and vandalizing cars belonging to Muslims and Dalits. Police was involved according to the complaint which has been filed. Now, police counterclaim is this has been all the pre-planned conspiracy to frame Mishra sir, to falsely implicate Mishra sir. Again, whatever you feel about this issue, please feel free to talk about it or comment about it in the obviously comment section. Now let's talk about UAPA Act. Passed in 1967 Act, it is a preventive detention law. That means even if you have not done anything, you can be put behind bars just because they feel like you can be a threat to national security. So it's an Indian anti-terror law. Prevention of unlawful activity. It empowers government to ban organizations and individuals involved in activities. Designation of terrorist and organization. You can be put behind bars for 180 days without even filing a charge sheet. And not only individuals but even terrorist means, organizations can be labeled as terrorist and banned. Stringent bail provision, and again, that you are not guilty. That burden is shifted to the accused. Prove that you are not guilty. It's not about, let's say I am accusing you of something. So now you have to prove that you are you're not guilty. Again, we'll talk about all these things. What does what does that particular thing means? So bail is difficult to obtain. Extended detention, 180 days you can be detained under this without filing a charge sheet. 6 months, approximately 6 months. Tough punishment, you can be given death penalty also under UAPA passed in 1967. Very important, keep these points in mind. Now, criticism, misuse against activities or activists rather and dissenters to curb free speech. Again, how free is free speech in India? I made a video on that. You can watch it. What is our rank in the Press Freedom Index? You can also watch that video. Lack of judicial safeguards. Burden of proof. This is what we are talking about. Burden of proof is shifted onto the accused. You are an accused under UAPA, prove you are not guilty. We will not prove that you are guilty. You have to prove that you are not guilty. Vague definition. What is unlawful activity? What is a terrorist act? What do these words mean? How will you explain it? And again, the meaning and the acts and the definition is very vague, very ambiguous. UAPA and Delhi rights. What is the connection between Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and Delhi rights? UAPA was invoked, and we have talked about Delhi rights in the national capital of India, and 53 people died just like that. 700 injuries happened just like that. How UAPA was used in Delhi rights cases, application of UAPA, and this is what we were talking about. Many people believe that this UAPA was invoked solely against anti-CAA protesters. Delhi police invoked UAPA again. You can read these things. Many activists and students were booked under different provisions of UAPA, including Umar Khalid, Sarjil Imam, Ishrat Jahan, Gulfisha Fatima, Khalid Saifi, and so many other people booked under UAPA. Delhi police claim that these rights were pre-planned, this is a conspiracy, and we have talked about all these things. Criticism, what is the criticism? Lack of concrete evidence. What evidence do you have against these activists and the students? Targeting of activists and protesters, that's what we are talking about. And critics says that only anti-CAA protesters were arrested, and people who were involved in making hate speeches, they were let go of, including Mishra sir. Difficulty in getting bail. Once you become an accused under UAPA, it's very difficult for you to get a bail. Such a sad scenario and tragic. It's very tragic actually. When, in the national capital, you can have rights and more than 50 people can die just like that, and nobody talks about it. Court observations and recent developments. 2023, again, as we are continuously saying, UAPA, was it being used as a tool to target anti-CAA protesters? We are not saying it. Supreme Court said it. Supreme Court criticized the misuse of EAP and granted bail to some accused, citing weak evidence. March 5, 2024, Omar Khalid was allowed to extend his interim bail, although UAPA charges still hold on him. A recent Delhi court order has directed an FIR against Kapil Mishra. So let's see how these things pan out. And again, you people can post it in the comment section whether you actually think UAPA was misused. Was it used only against anti-CAA protesters? This whole thing where the complainant has talked about all these issues against Kapil Mishra sir. Now, court is saying that action can be taken against complainant. Do you support that particular statement of court with due respect to court and its judgment? Now, let's talk about this particular question related to UAPA. If you know the answer of this question, you can post it in the comment section. And now, UAPA misused after Delhi 20 rights. Yes or no? Post it in the comment section. Let everyone know what you think about this issue. Very sensitive issue. Life should not be so cheap in our country, bro, that more than 50 people can die just like that. It's so sad. Oh my God. I feel like crying. Support action against the complainant. Do you support this whole judgment, Delhi court judgment, that if complainant is found to be giving false, complaint, he can also be, police can take action against him? Do you support that particular assessment? And there was another question which I wanted to ask you. Do you think this whole UAPA was misused, again, as we have talked, only, and it was used for only targeting anti-CAA protesters? Whatever is your view, please post it in the comment section. I will share this PDF along with the answer of the objective question which I just asked you in this Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. Fine, sir. And again, if you want to join our April evening batch and you're preparing for UPSC 2026, you can join it. Batch is starting on 2nd April, 6 p.m. onwards. And if you are our monthly top performer, we'll give you 11,000 rupees. We will refund your fee if you clear UPSC pre-2026. Interview guidance program is included here because this is P2I, Prelims to Interview. So yes, sir, whatever is your view on this particular article, this particular issue, 2020 Delhi rights, whatever you want to say about 2020 Delhi rights, please say it in the comment section. Vent your feelings, whatever you feel like. And yes, we still have freedom of speech and expression, so we can share our views and we must. So that's it from me. Take care, be blessed. I will see you soon.